What's up guys, it's Mike Seuss, and today I have some useful information that can help you figure out which Model 3 you should buy. Let's talk about all the differences between the three trims and things to consider when making your decision. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get out of the way is all the pricing for all the three models. Rebates and tax credits may be available in some states. However, for this video, I'm only going to mention the full purchase price. Also, Tesla has been known to quietly change their pricing models. Therefore, the pricing I mentioned will only be current as of the time this video is released. First up, we have the base model, which is the rear-wheel drive Model 3. This one starts at $40,690. The long-range model, which features dual motors and longer range, will cost you $46,690. And the performance model for the driving enthusiast will cost you $54,690. If you're looking to get into a Model Y instead of a Model 3, you want to check out my Model Y video on the same topic right here. Okay, so now that we understand the pricing for each model, let's talk about what's the same and what's different between all the three models. So let's start with what's the same. First, most importantly, all the models have a 5-star safety rating. So if you don't know, Teslas are one of the safest vehicles in the entire world. In all three models, you'll be getting the same exact interior featuring a minimalistic design, panoramic sunroof, and vegan leather seats. Power seats, windows, and mirrors are also standard on all three models. In all three models, you also get a 15-inch infotainment system and the ability to receive software updates. Also included is wireless charging for 2 devices. Every version of the Model 3 includes basic autopilot with the ability to upgrade to full self-driving with an additional cost of $10,000. And lastly, all Model 3s come with a standard home charger. If you guys want in-depth details about all the cool features and see them in action, check out my video on the 50 reasons why I bought a Tesla right here. So now that we know what's the same about all three models, let's talk about the actual differences between them. Spoiler, it's a lot. In the standard rear-wheel drive Model 3, you get a single motor with rear-wheel drive, capable of putting out 260 miles of range with a 0 to 60 acceleration in 5.8 seconds and a top speed of 140 miles per hour. It comes with a basic sound system, heated front seats, and a 30-day trial of premium connectivity, which gives you live traffic visualization, satellite view maps, video streaming, karaoke, music streaming, and internet browsing. My only pro for the standard model is it's the cheapest way to own a Tesla. My cons are, there's just not enough range. To put this into perspective, I took a trip from North Carolina to New York in my Model 3 Performance on full charge of 315 miles, and I only had to charge about 3 times. I recently took the same trip again, however this time I left on 260 miles of range and had to stop double the amount of times. In my opinion, range is king. You also have to realize there are things that affect the amount of real-world range you will have, including your driving habits, like how fast you drive, how often you use the heat or AC, and then there's battery degradation, whereas with any battery, it will lose performance over time. And that brings me to my next con. The standard model is not good for cold climates. This is because of 2 things. Number 1, Tesla's batteries lose performance and range in colder climates. And number 2, rear-wheel drive can be dangerous in snow or icy conditions. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with my pros and cons on the Tesla Model 3. Now let's talk about the long-range model. In the long-range Model 3, you get dual motors with all-wheel drive, capable of putting out 334 miles of range with a 0 to 60 acceleration in 4.2 seconds and a top speed of about 145 miles per hour. I do want to mention that you do have the ability to add acceleration boost to the long-range model for an additional $2,000, which will give you an acceleration of 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. The long range comes with everything included in the standard model with the addition floor mats, ambient lighting, premium sound system with 14 speakers and a subwoofer, fog lights, heated rear seats, heated steering wheel, 1 year of premium connectivity, and you also get sport mode. Before we get into the pros and cons, I just want to mention that the things I mentioned above, like floor mats, ambient lighting, fog lights, and other useful accessories can always be purchased aftermarket. which can let you add missing or additional features to any Tesla. You can check out the best accessories for your Tesla at my website, accessoriesfortesla.com, which also features cool Tesla apparel and useful Tesla news and updates. Alright, so for my long range pros, it has the longest amount of range out of all the Model 3s, and I think it's the best version with the best value considering the price and features. As for my cons, there's nothing I can think of at the moment, but I'm curious what your pros and cons are. If you have any, let's hear it in the comments below. Now, let's talk about the big boy, the Model 3 Performance. In the Model 3 Performance, you get higher output dual motors with all-wheel drive capable of putting out 315 miles of range, a 0 to 60 acceleration in just 3.1 seconds, and a top speed of 162 miles per hour. The Performance model comes with everything included in the long-range model, with the addition of better brakes by Brembo with bigger disc and red calipers. It comes with track mode, a lowered suspension for better handling, aluminum pedals, a rear carbon fiber spoiler, 20-inch lightweight aluminum Uber turbine wheels, and Pirelli P0 tires. My pros for the Performance model are, you get much better handling and brakes, which can keep you safer in certain conditions. It's also an extremely fun car to drive, and I think it's the best looking out of all the Model 3s. My cons are, it's the most expensive option and has higher insurance due to it being a performance vehicle. Also, it's more expensive to change the tires, and because of the lower suspension and low profile tires, you will get a slightly rougher ride. Before we move on, I just want to mention that a lot of people say the extra features of the Performance model doesn't justify its $8,000 price increase, and it's better to buy the long range and add these features yourself if you want them. However, if you add up each of the additional features, like the Brembo brake kit, the 20-inch aluminum wheels, the Pirelli run-flat tires, lowered suspension, carbon fiber spoiler, and then you add the acceleration boost for an upgrade of $2,000, you'll run into the reality that together it's actually worth over $9,000. And that's without the cost of installation, and it still won't be as fast as the Performance model. So, which model is for you? So now that we discussed all the differences between the models and their pros and cons, let's summarize which model I think is right for you. I think that the standard Model 3 would be great for a casual driver who lives in warmer weather and doesn't drive long commutes, and just wants to get into the Tesla at the cheapest cost possible without the need of features like premium audio and fast acceleration. For the long range, I would suggest it for drivers who live in colder climates, travels long commutes, and wants a great driving experience with lots of features and the most bang for their buck. The Performance model is definitely for driving enthusiasts who wants the best driving experience with the performance of a sports car while getting all the bells and whistles and enough range for long commutes. Even though these are my own personal thoughts, it's best to use all of this information to decide what's best for you in your own situation. However, I do want you guys to remember that there are some things to definitely keep in mind about range. As I said before, range is king. You want to calculate the amount of miles you will and may need to drive each day, as well as your charging situation. Will you be using the included charger, which will only get you about 2 to 3 miles per hour, or an upgraded charger where you can get 44 miles per hour so you don't have to worry about the range for the next day? Do you live in a colder climate, which will negatively affect the range? And of course, you need to keep in mind your budget if you will lease, finance, and your insurance costs. It's a lot to take in, but I hope this video was informative and helps you make a good decision when buying your first Tesla. Teslas are the cars of the future, and no matter which one you decide to go with, you will be getting one of the best and safest cars in the world, packed with features and technology that no other automaker currently offers, to give you an out-of-this-world experience, and is pretty much guaranteed to put a smile on your face. If you enjoyed and found value in this content, make sure to subscribe and like this video, as I always provide helpful information for current and new Tesla owners. Liking and sharing my videos helps to get my content in front of more viewers who may find it useful, and also supports me as a creator. Until next time, guys, peace out.